Hello, welcome back. I got some more construction done. I'm forging some sanguine dowsing rods this turn. Although this was a really bad turn for blood hunting. Didn't catch any slaves, and that's it. So, not as good as last turn. Also, Bollywood found nothing, Dark Knowledge found nothing. An arrow appeared out of the sky, struck our mage, but he only got wounded, so that's nice. We tried to assassinate Tlag Click, was that his name? A revenant. Tag Klaatu. So that goes pretty well. So we'll keep doing that. And then we had two battles, but nothing really here. So big army moved into that one. This is another terrible province, so we're still starving, unfortunately. And it's the one that's to the right of the fort. So, fine. Greendale, we got some Dominion. Abysia, we got 12 nature gems. Hogori has been upgraded. And yeah, still starving in that other province. And Beratos has been permanently vanquished. That was quick. It feels like they only just got attacked, I don't know. But, well, farewell to Beratos. I think Beratos are really weak in the early game though, right? So maybe that's expected. Anyway, that's it for messages. So we've got the assassin in Sarah now assassinating. Looks like he's been pumping out skeletons. So we'll keep trying to assassinate stuff. I've also keyed up another assassin for recruitment. I might just keep doing this. Because I realize these guys have scale walls, which I think means we can continue assassinating even while we're sieging the fort. So we might be able to just sit on Sarrow and just keep assassinating the commanders. So I'm going to start recruiting assassins every turn. And then I'm also forging a skull talisman to give them a little skeleton retinue. And medallions of vengeance as well. Because I figure this might be a good use for these, right? Because then even if the assassin dies, it might still kill the mage. That's the theory. 25 fire gems. So why not? So I'm making medallions of vengeance to put on our... What are these called? Demon bread? Yeah, our demon bread assassins. So we'll aim to just sit on Sarrow and just assassinate the mages and then force them to like break siege. That sounds safe, right? We'll see. But anyway, he's assassinating still. We have a bunch of misbred units moving up. We have some guys in Resting Heights going to Old Forest with the stuff from Xanthrast. A few people now have Just Fate. And one guy is carrying an enormous cauldron. So hopefully that gives us enough supply. Some is now using 29, is using 128, 118. So we use about 150 supplies. I think a forest can support that. Sarah has growth. We'll see. So we'll try and take this. Hopefully Sarah doesn't like move a bunch of stuff to defend. He could, because the cap isn't actually threatened at the moment, so he could just safely move here and then move back. But we'll try and take Ionia. We'll merge up in Old Forest. We've got an assassin doing assassin stuff. Moving some more stuff up to Comsath. So these will be up here too. And this turn, since we had no blood slaves this turn, well, we had a few. I'm forging like 2 sanguine dowsing rods. And there's some blood slaves like sitting on people who are in provinces. But we had almost no blood slaves, so I can't do infernal breeding this turn. So Malphus is just blood hunting, and my god is doing Call of the Wild on this forest. So we're also attacking this forest this turn. We'll try and take the stuff around Sarrow and then just sit on it. And then just sit there assassinating the commanders and trying to blood sack around here. Maybe we can Dom kill him, I don't know. We have to see if he has more territory up here with more forts and temples and stuff. But we'll see. We can now see Niffle hanging out underwater with a Jarl. And yeah, Makoni might. I mean, he's got like a giant stack over here that's just crushed Beratos, so he might be tempted to walk in. He did, of course, just see me effortlessly take back Dubros from some barbarians, which has got to be very intimidating. So, yeah, we'll be careful. We will have Nature Mage and Hogoria next turn. We can start doing wolves out of here. I think we're about to recruit our Warmaster. Maybe he's Fire and Death. We'll get really lucky and start doing the Smolder things. If not, we'll queue up a Circle Master and empower him in Fire. We have tons of Fire Gems. I think we might just try and turn all the Fire Gems into Lightless Lanterns, because the research target is still just Construction 6 at the moment. We'll see. Blood hunting in Greendale currently, blood hunting in Uni again. I realized we got this ring like at the beginning of the game from an event. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's a ring of, like, who uses this? And it's like, well, it's 10 patrol. That's actually pretty useful for us, isn't it? So I slapped this on this guy. So we're blood hunting here as well. Got one guy blood hunting in Griffer and one in Dragon Ridge too. See if they pull anything out of those provinces. And we can start giving out Sanguine Dowsing Rods from this turn on, and also producing more patrollers, so blood economy should start to develop. Not sure anything else is happening. So Ball of Blood, Call of the Wild, Sanguine Dowsing Rods, still doing Rabbit's Foot Charms every month. Oh yeah, making a bag of wine with the new Nature Mage we just recruited, just in case. And Medallions of Vengeance. Dolion's upgraded this month, and we are blood sacking with our Prophet here. Try and push out some Dominion. And let's hope we assassinate another mage. And that is it for this turn. So that was turn 28. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Another throne was claimed by Jotunheim, Throne of Earth. We did Call of the Wilds, and it landed on Dural Woods. So here's our wolves into not much PD. The wolves are quite clever as well. They go straight on the back, kill the slingers and the commander. Good work. And then Dural Woods is adjacent to another fort, so Sarrow has another fort. And it looks like he's moving mages out of that fort and into his cap, because there was a mage trying to move through Dural Woods this turn. So in Inari. So we have to go through some Raise Dead and some Frighten spam. But the wolves pull it off. Pretty good. So we kept Dural Woods and also killed an Inari, which is quite nice. Garrus got hit by an arrow. That's a mundane commander. He survived anyway, so that's pretty good. Ball of Blood found nothing. Sarah has a new Prophet. We caught 16 plus 13 plus 15 plus 6 blood saves a turn. So pretty nice. Just Croakle letting the side down with 6 in Griffer. But overall, quite good. We did an assassination. This was a daytime assassination against a chieftain. So a bit tougher. We both miss each other on the first turn. And then we miss the second turn. But this guy hits us, but it just takes our Twist Fate away. So still even. And then he misses us, but we managed to hit him finally. So a bit tougher, but we pulled it off. Pretty good. And then 2 more battles, one in Old Forest, which is just moving out the big army. Nothing really defended. And Ionia. So this is the Hellbred guys, what are you called? Hellspawn. Just PD. But you can see them actually fighting for the first time. Probably put these guys a bit further forward, they seem quite slow relative to the other guys. And these guys have the AoE attack, which is quite nice for clearing stuff out. So there's Ionia as well. So lost 5, but that's fine. Events, Old Forest, some Unrest and Magic. And Peskim, we got some gems. Finished the Fortress in Solian. That's it for messages. Yeah, so here's the map now. Things still okay. Here's the other fortress that Sarah has. Looks kind of empty. I can also see Agartha now. So Agartha, we know that Agartha was around here. So, or maybe he's more... I don't know, I have a hard time understanding why he's... how he's got that. He must have the whole area around the lake. He was warring for Moria here. Bit odd. But this province belonged to Yomi last turn, so I guess he's fighting Yomi now. Okay. I sent him a message and said hello again. But yeah, if he's fighting Yomi, that's fine. I also, after the end of last turn, I sent a message to Makoni and asked them if they wanted to stay peaceful, and I said we should stay peaceful because we both have a border with Yomi. And Yomi's a bit, bit annoying, free spawn nation. And he said, sure, that sounds pretty good. He had a game recently against the Yomi, and Yomi got up end of culture. It was not fun. So we might stay peaceful with Makoni as well because of Yomi being next to us. Which might be bad then if Yomi gets rolled by a Goth, I don't know. But, I'm confident we can kind of ignore this border for now. Russ has moved off our border that we can see. And Makoni might stay peaceful, so that would be quite good. And then if Yomi's in a war with a Goth, they're probably going to ignore us as well. So we only really have to be careful about Femoria. It would be a problem if they attacked us. But maybe there's some more Sarah stuff over here for him to take, I don't know. That's State of the World stuff though. This turn for movements, we've got the big army in Old Forest and a bunch of Hellspawn in Ionia. I'm just going to move them all onto Sarah. I mean, it's a pretty big army. Sarah has been summoning lots of Long Dead. Long Dead are mindless though, and the Mind Blast that our Salamanders have won't target mindless, so the big wall of undead chaff is just going to get ignored by the Salamanders. The Salamanders will just nuke the living stuff, which is pretty nice. And I'm pretty sure our extremely heavy heat infantry will be able to deal with skeletons. So even if he patrols here with everything, I think we're probably fine. We've got lots of units as well, generally. It might be tricky to fight through tons and tons of skeleton spam, but the Mind Blasters will just ignore it. So as long as we Mind Blast everything to death before they run out of ammo, it should be okay. But I'll move on to Sarrow. The Wolves will try and take Myra. I can't imagine this has much PD. Maybe it does though. Or maybe it just has these raiders sitting in it. But I'll try and take that with the Wolves. I'm moving up another bunch of Hellspawn as well. I'll try and take whatever's left and then just move on to this and sit on it. And I'm probably going to just sit on both of these forts and try assassinating stuff in Sarrow until Sarrow gets annoyed. We'll see if we can get away with doing that. Would be nice. In Solium we now have a lab and a temple as well. And since we have a temple, I'm going to start recruiting Herberg priests. We can get 2 of these every turn. So I thought I might as well just put like a stealthy priest in all these provinces just preaching, right? And help us out with Dominion. Might even Dom kill him if we're lucky, I don't know. We're bloodsacking in Solian now. Didn't get a gold event, so I couldn't put up a temple in Xanthrast, but we'll get a temple there and start bloodsacking there as well. So if we've got like H1 priests all around here, and then 2 bloodsackers here, I mean that might start to tip Dominion in our favour. If this is completely empty, we can probably take it with just the Hellspawn and the walls as well. Just might take a while to siege it, fortunately. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, that's war movement. I do also have another assassin heading over with a Rabbit Foot Charm and a Medallion of Vengeance. So I'll keep stacking up assassins on a Sarrow as well. Also moving out another Rabbit Foot Charm to go on somebody. Got some more guys moving out here with Rabbit Foot Charm and Bag of Wine. So that's fine. You actually need a script. Do I have something saved that's useful? That'll do for now. He's only moving to Old Forest, that's okay. Down here, I'm going to do one more cast of Infernal Breeding in Greendale, and then I'm probably going to start moving my god around doing more site searching. I think that's probably useful. I also feel a bit at risk now, because Femoria's War might be over, and he's just got this stack sitting next to where my god and everything is, so I don't think I want to just hang out here anymore. So I'll just leave the Blood Hunters behind. I'll move Malphus and my god somewhere more useful. And we're also going to start scaling up blood hunting now a bit better. Amusingly enough, in Hogoria, the first Lawmaster we got was N2. And Water 1 as well, so he's basically a Jade Maiden. What are you called again? Jade Sorceress. Which is pretty funny. So I've given him the Moonvine Bracelet. He's just going to search for nature sites in this province. And the Jade Sork is going to do some wolves. And I guess they can both just do wolves. It only costs 2 nature gems in this province, which is what we generate. So I would like to find more nature sites so that we can support this. Because we're blood hunting in Griffa, Dragon Ridge, Greendale and Uni, which line up on rest again. Yeah, but we'll get wolves spread around doing some proper patrolling. I'm also queuing up a Circle Master. So these are only 2 rec points, so we'll have it in the next turn. And I can empower him with fire, and he can start summoning Smolder Ghosts here as well. And we got another Death Sight this turn from this province too, so we're up to 7 Death Gems per turn. Which is also pretty nice. And that's basically it for this turn though. We'll have the D1 guy and the other Jade Sork moving over to Higoria soon. D1 guy can just do some Dark Knowledge for a bit. I don't think anything else is happening. I am going to do some Fiends in Greendale for a bit. Although if I'm moving out of that province, maybe that's not terribly useful. Maybe I should just keep Blood Hunting. I think 3 Blood Hunters is fine. I've also given out some of the Sanguine Dowsing Rods as well. We're making 2 every turn at the moment. So I'll get those spread out too. Dowsing Rods, Rabbitfoot Charm, Medallion of Vengeance, yeah. And more Assassination in Sarrow. I think that's the turn though. Still seem okay. It's tricky storming a cap that's full of junk, but see if we can just kill his Dominion first. Alright, well that was turn 29, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We cast Infernal Breeding. We got some flying guys this time. An arrow appeared out of the sky and hit Heart Emoji, but Heart Emoji survived the incident. So we're having pretty good luck surviving the arrows so far. I didn't find any sights, did summon some wolves, for quite a few blood saves this turn. We did another assassination. This time we hit a Witch King with some bodyguards. Oh no, not bodyguards. Just in the daytime, that's right. So Witch King in daytime, he does Horde of Skeletons. We then land on him. He misses us the first round. Lots of skellies though. That's a lot of attacks we'll have to... we've lost Twist Fate. We do hit the Witch King. And then we die. But the Witch King also dies. So that's still pretty good. Witch King is 390 gold. And slow to recruit. So, you know, that's pretty decent. So, sharing the same neuroses has finally died. I think that's the Demon Bread we recruited right at the start to take the Bone Tribe province. So, he had a good run. A couple of battles then. There was a battle in the Mire of Mastery, just the wolves. We took that, so that's fine. We moved on to Saramatia. I was wondering if he was going to patrol. He did. I think, it's hard to know exactly, but I think this might be all of the units he has. So we have some Oyapatas, lots of Lancers and Raiders. We have a line of Long Dead. I did not expect a line. It doesn't change much, but you know, it's interesting. A couple of Long Dead Partholonians as well. These guys are pretty cool. To our stuff. They have a lot of arrows, and unfortunately our mages just get hit by arrows immediately and just all die. Is it this one? Maybe the next one. But we're Mind Blasting them. The Mind Blast ignore all the skeletons, of course. Yeah, all of our mages have died already. Well, 2 of them have. It's pretty unlucky. Other than that though, yeah, our infantry are just working at the skeletons. I think I had things arranged still a bit slightly wrong. I wanted our heavy infantry to hit first, but a lot of the Hellspawn get out in front, which is not exactly what I wanted. It's still okay though. Flying dudes are landing on the back line now. All the archers turn around and start shooting at them. Lots of routing on both sides. Mind Blasts are all hitting the archers at the moment, and the mages. Not much left. You skellies back here. And that's that. So, not bad. We were fighting in cold. And yeah, we just lost 2 mages right at the start to just arrows. It's kind of unlucky. We lost all of the misbred, which is a bit of a shame. Other than that, we lost 3 ogres, a salamander, 22 hellspawn, and 11 infantry. Not bad. I think we killed everything he has left. This is 130 things, and the report was 120 last turn. I think before the skeletons appeared, the report was about 60 units. This is not quite that many living units, so it might have been a big report though. So this could be the end of Sarmatia. There might be some like small amount of stuff left in the fort, but it's possible the Witch King that we assassinated was leading some stuff, so that remained behind. But otherwise, yeah, it's not too bad. Dubros, we lost some defense. We caught a Fomorian scout in our God province. Saro is moderately damaged, which makes sense. We have 130 siege strength left, so we would expect it to be half destroyed if it's empty. Might be empty. That's it for messages though, right? Yeah. So my big worry is still for Moria. They do just have these big stacks now just sat on our border. And they're a pretty good match for us, unfortunately. So I think if they just move into me now, I can't really do much. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We are reaching a point where we're going to start scaling up in power a bit. We just need a few more turns to actually reach that point. So, I don't know. Up here though, I'm just going to put everything we have in this area just straight onto Saro. We'll just try to bust it open. We'll replace some of the flying units. There's some more stuff in Old Forest that's coming over, so some more salamanders, some more infantry. There's these guys that were in Ionia, so some more Hellspawn guys. So that should pop the fort open next turn. And we probably just storm immediately, right? Don't see any reason not to. See 2 forts now, but they both look pretty empty. I think we'll be okay if we storm immediately, just because Sarah doesn't have a good answer to the Mind Blasters, so it should go fine. Let's see if it does pop open immediately next turn, though. The Wolves can pick up some retreating Abyssians, that's quite nice. So, I'll just try and take Osensi. Is that correct, though? Isn't it better to just strike out? Because Sarah might have more territory here that a neighbor might start taking if, I don't know. This makes it easier to get around, I suppose, if I want to go straight from Sarah to Ganumia or something. Then again, it is snowing over here at the moment. I don't know. I'll take Osensi anyway. And I am still recruiting assassins, and I'm still making assassins and sending them over. There's an assassin here about to land on Sarah's cap, so if we do want to storm next turn, I can just assassinate just before we go in. Might help a little bit as well. But yeah, things just kind of continuing normally up here. You can see there's a biomarsh here that lets you recruit Hydra hatchlings, which is pretty funny. I'm not sure if these guys are very useful. Certainly not to us. Sarah's cap will give us 2 blood slaves per turn, which is pretty sick. As well as more death gems and another nature gem, so that's really great if we can get this province. I'm really happy with this territory so far. Down here in Greenhill, I'm going to just move a lot of the stuff out of this province now. I'm just leaving behind the 2 blood hunters and the wolf patrollers. And that's it. Everything else is going to move to Ephesibor. I'm going to set up Ephesibor as kind of another sort of factory for making sure we can defend this area. So my god's going to move to Solian and site search it, but he'll be in this region as well. Also moving Malphus over with some of the summons we've had so far. Here's the flying Hellspawn. They're pretty cool as well. I'm probably going to start forging these things, soul contracts, whenever I can. Try to get at least like 5 or 6 of them in Ifezibor. I'm going to recruit some commanders and I'll put them on the commanders and I'll give the commanders moonblades or something. Because I think these guys will probably handle horror attacks pretty well if they get horror marked really badly. I don't like taking up miscellaneous slots on mages either. But Malthus is going to start some forging soul contracts in this province. And then we'll also start doing some blood summoning in this province as well. And I'm recruiting infantry every turn. So this will be a province that we start kind of trying to build up units in. And same sort of thing down in Hogoria. We've got a death mage now, and I'm going to recruit another one. He's currently empowering himself in fire. So he's going to be doing the smolder ghosts every turn. And then we'll have another death mage who can do whites probably every 2 turns as well. So we get a 20% discount on this. I think it's 20%, right? Yeah, conjuration bonus 20, 20% less gems, yeah. So, I'm not great at maths, but I'm pretty sure that means this only costs 16 gems, which seems sick. We're making 7 death gems a turn, so if we just find 1 more death gem from site searching, we can summon whites every 2 turns. Although the smolder ghosts are going to cost a bit as well, but, you know, in general. So that's pretty good. So we can start doing smolder ghosts and whites out of this port every turn, and then building up devils in this province every turn. And that's a good little start into getting some units going. We're not far off construction 6 either. I'm just going to dump all my fire gems into lightless lanterns. Then we'll pick up some more research targets. Quite a few mages are moving this turn. I'm also moving some blood mages from my cap over to Ifezibor as well. I'm just going to put a lot of stuff in Ifezibor to start building it up. We really need to wrap this up so that we can move some of these units back down, because I think Fomori is going to be really scary. And it's kind of a risk to just ignore them, I think. Pretty sure they're going to attack me. I feel like they're going to attack me. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I think there's much else happening this turn. I am summoning more wolves now in my conjuration province, also doing dark knowledge there. I'm making sanguine dowsing rods. I'm going to make 1 more round of rabbit's foot charms, but we might not need them anymore. My prophet is still blood sacking in Solian, and we do have some like sneaking Hoburg priests. They're going to just walk around. They can do scouting as well as preaching. And I'm also still blood sacking over in Peskin as well. We can see Machaka is probably at war with Yomi as well. Yomi might be about to die. Might be better for our Dominion at least. I think that's the turn though. I might send a message to Fomoria. I'll say, do you want to stay peaceful? I'll move a bunch of my stuff off your border so that it doesn't look as scary. I'll say something like that. Like I'm the one being kind of, you know, magnanimous instead of terrified. I'll see how that goes over. Although he's already submitted his turn, so it probably won't make any difference at this point. But that was 10:30, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.